Hey everyone, let's stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. I also have an options trading live channel where I go live 30 minutes before market open, Monday through Friday. Link is in the description to that as well. So we're going to kick things off, get things going into the market. The market today, we had at one point Dow was up 700 points. We were up 400, NASDAQ up 309, S&Ps are up 59, and the bulls everywhere are celebrating because we came back from a massive 3-day sell-off, I guess you can call it. So right now, the market, if we're looking at the SPY, we'll go through a couple of my plays today. I did make about $200 realized profit today. So nothing great, but I've been kind of just hanging on, seeing what the market is going to do. I'll go through some of the plays going into tomorrow and what I'm looking for in the future, but I'm going to talk about what I think the market is doing right now. The market, obviously, we had a major sell-off. We had the warning signs. VIX and VXX were grinding higher. Meanwhile, the market was grinding higher. We also had Apple and Tesla stock splits along with S&P and Dow adjustments. And, all together, we went kaboom, and here we are. We broke through the 10-day. SPY almost tested the 50-day, and we're currently at 339 right now on SPY. The bleeding kind of stopped for now, but the question is, are we going to have another leg down? Are we going to revisit 330 area? Yesterday on SPY, last night actually, things kind of tanked over, like after market close, came all the way down to 329, and then we're currently at 342. So the good news is we're having major swings in the market. Higher volatility gives us more opportunity to make money as an options trader. But the question is, where do we head next? What's going to happen here? Obviously we had a pretty strong day today. Me, for instance, I did close out Home Depot. I made about 23% on Home Depot. Closed it out probably a little bit too early. Could have made probably 100 or 2 more on Home Depot, but I closed it out. And then Square, I did a quick day trade on Square. But as you can see, I'm in the red in quite a few of these trades. And I am currently long, let's say for this play right here, Apple. I have the 115 calls going into tomorrow. They were down, like $400 at one point. Now they're down 170. Apple, kind of crazy if you look at the chart. We did have a very slow day. We gapped up, but relatively slow. Apple did try to hit 119 and came back all the way down, closed at 117.32. So I'm not saying that I'm not grateful for the gap up, but we really didn't go anywhere after the gap up. And I don't mind it. I'm good with a little bit of consolidation before we try to make another leg up. If you're looking at VXX for the week, we're at the low of the week. It hit the 5-day low of the week. We went as high as 34. 5 days ago, we were at 26, and we made a weekly low today at 26.35, and we did kind of coast up a little bit higher. I'm also in Walmart and Microsoft, and those took a big dump right at close because there's talks that, hey, TikTok could potentially still exist even if there's not a sale. So Walmart was doing really, really well. I was up probably $150 on it. I actually am only up 15 on it. I'm in October debit spread. We're up 2% on this play, but it was definitely a lot better. But looking at Walmart, it was doing well today, and then it just completely came all the way back down to 140 on that TikTok news. Same for Microsoft. Microsoft kind of grinding higher all day. Microsoft and Walmart had similar chart today, gapped up and just was running, slowly, but it was going up. And then that TikTok news came out, and this thing got flushed. I think Walmart got hit a lot harder than Microsoft. But, if I'm looking at Walmart right now, it did sell off from 151 down to 140. I do think it's trying to build a base down here at 140. There is solid support at 130. So worst case scenario comes back to 130, I think. But I think that with Walmart Plus being on the horizon on September 15th, I think that's going to be a huge catalyst to kind of push Walmart a little bit higher. Normally, I don't really trade Walmart, but with this catalyst, I think that it's going to at least try to hit 145. I think it could have hit 145 probably tomorrow if that news didn't come out with TikTok, but somehow Walmart said, hey, let's bid on TikTok, and now they're entwined in that whole mess. Also on September 15th, Apple is going to be releasing or announcing, not releasing, but they're going to be announcing new iPhones, new iPad, and whatever devices they feel like announcing at that point in time. So Apple also has a catalyst coming out. Tesla, I did buy the 400 strike call going into tomorrow. I was up a little bit on this. I had the 400 strike call on Tesla. I was up about 6%. I am down on my credit put spread right now, but I do have 37 days for it to kind of come back up into the 500 area. But I think that if we get I think my break even point on that is going to be around 420 on the spread. Let me just double check. My break even on the spread right now is, it's going to be 430. So we're kind of writing that out. So what I did to kind of offset the loss is I hopped in a call. I do think it might try to make a run to 380, 390 area. I mean, looking at the chart here, it had a hard bounce on the 50-day and looks like it could bounce back up into this area around 390, 395. So that's currently my target right now is 390, 395. I don't know when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, but that's kind of what I'm doing to kind of combat that loss. When we were going basically straight down for 3 days in a row, I slowly was adding in more delta just here and there. I added a couple of things to Walmart, I added Home Depot, and then just now I just added Tesla to kind of as the market goes away from you, you start losing delta, and kind of what that means is the more delta you lose, the harder it's going to get back up to break even. So if you were long a position and your delta was 50 and now your delta is now 25 and you're down money, it's going to take twice the move to get back to where you were. So that's why you always want to be looking at what your deltas are. Are you long delta? Are you short delta? Do you want to be long delta? Do you not want to be long delta? Do you want to be short delta? If so, by how much? Do you want to hedge? I mean, there's so many things that go into your trading plan, like to actually survive a drop like that. So what I've been doing, I wasn't convinced that we're going full bear mode yet. So what I've just been doing, I've been kind of sitting back and just been adding here and there, not going too crazy, right? Just kind of chilling. For the most part, I've been cashing out my gains, and my longer term plays or my core positions, I've pretty much just been chilling on or adding very small amounts. So that's kind of been my strategy in this whole mini sell-off thing. If we go back into the Qs and we look at what is to be expected, I mean, we just gave up this initial run here. Not terrible. We based out again around 270. We popped up to 277 today. There is some support. I wouldn't say we're necessarily like strong support because we've been grinding. We're pretty much just been grinding higher for the last 6 months, but that's what I'm looking at right now is like we only gave up a couple weeks worth of gains. Obviously, they took it all at one time, which made it real scary. And the biggest thing that people get into mentally is, okay, if the market is dropping day after day, you start to get programs saying, okay, this is not going to stop. I mean, the market, there's red days, there's green days. Now, the red days that we had were ginormous. They were real red days. I mean, the bears came in thick and they just slaughtered people. But the thing is, did you panic sell? Did you make it through the fire? Did you blow up your account? Leave a comment below if you blew up your account. Let me know. Let me know. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I mean, we all, as you can see, the sea of red in my account, I've been adjusting. I have plays. Most of my plays are in October. I even pushed things out to November. I did go long Boeing, which I know that I said that I banned Boeing, but hear me out. I think that we're at support here. It's been getting beat up. Even today, it closed down red. It tried to push up, but still closed red. I think if we can base out here around 160, it could make a push up to 170. Now, I have a very small position in there. It's in November expiration. I do have a debit spread in there. I bought the 170 call and I sold the 185 call against it. So, my delta's in there pretty small. I'm only 11 delta. So, if it goes down, if it goes up, we're going to be losing small. So I'm just kind of testing the waters on Boeing to see if we can kind of get a rip up to like the 170, 172.50 area, which it was just a couple days ago. The market's not all doom and gloom. We're going to have down days. We're going to have green days. The question is there a trend reversal? You don't want to just be laying in and saying, no, I think that, I'm just going to keep buying the dip, keep buying the dip, keep buying the dip. And then, the same thing happened back in the pandemic. If you look at it, people were like, I'm just going to buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And then a whole month went by and people were like, man, I am getting massacred. And then on the way up, bears were like, no, it can't recover. We're shorting the rip, shorting the rip, shorting the rip, shorting the rip. So at this point in time, you want to take a step back. That's why I did. After a couple of days of red, major days, I'm like, okay, I'm going to step back, see what happens, survey the field. Are we really heading down? Is there support here? And just kind of test the waters. And that's been my strategy through this whole thing. And I've been doing some day trades, making a little bit of money, not trying to go too crazy. Overall, trying to keep my core positions intact. So let me know how you did. If you made money today, comment below, made money. If you lost money, comment below, learned a lesson. If you watch this video to the end, let me know. Watch to the end. And as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.